You're not being given an opportunity, you're being given a challenge. Your organization is starting to consider whether you're going to be able to rise up to that. So the question you need to determine, how are you going to be measured? How is your success in this project going to be determined? Your leadership doesn't just want you to do a good job. They want to see clear and measurable results. Problem is leadership isn't always given a clear playbook about what that means. You might hear things like, we need to be more profitable. We need to be more efficient. We need more accountability. That doesn't necessarily lend itself to really clear expectations about knowing whether you're on track to hit those targets. So what does that actually look like? What questions do you need to ask in order to determine specifically what is it that they're looking for? How do you help them articulate and figure out just what it is that they want for you and your opportunity and your leadership to grow within the company? This is your chance to flip that script. Before you have a conversation with us or before you think about the next step with CBC, you need to go get a question answered. You need to go to them and ask, hey, what are you measuring? How are we going to be able to determine whether I'm making a significant impact with the company? How does investing into a program like this, how are we going to know whether that's going to be a good fit for us? That's going to change your conversation with that sponsorship or with that leadership a little bit. You're going to start to talk about, well, what are our expectations? How are we measuring that? And how do you know how you fit in to being able to move that needle or to move your company forward in a way that's going to make the most difference? These questions change everything. They take you out of the realm of really vague expectations and undefined targets, and they put you into more of a position as a strategic leader. Now you're starting to work with them about their expectations, and I'll give you a fair warning, it might be a little uncomfortable because a lot of times great leaders don't necessarily know exactly what they want. And so this conversation really positions you as a valuable contribution to them and the organization, because you're going to start working through, how do we move our operation forward? What do those expectations look like, and how do we determine how best to achieve those? The best leaders don't just work hard. They know specifically where the best work needs to be done. If that's a conversation that you think you'd like to start having with your leadership, maybe CBC would be a good space for you. We'd love to explore whether this would be the right fit for you and your career and where your company is going. Fill out the form, schedule a time to meet with me or one of the other facilitators. We would like to understand more of what you're trying to accomplish and whether one of these groups might be a good fit for you. We look forward to speaking with you and discussing what your next steps might look like.